Good morning, bright eyes. Off to an early start. It was dark when I left camp, although it's gotten light in the last half hour pretty quickly. But this is the big day. 18.8 miles to Golden Oak Spring, which I've heard is not the best, but it's the only water between Robinbird Spring, where we were last night, and the road at Tehachapi Pass. So what are you going to do? You got to have water. And I'm not going to be carrying 34 miles worth of water. No, sir. And I am kind of covered with a lot right now. But we're going to be in this scrub oak forest a little bit more, and then soon we emerge out into areas where all of the windmills are. There's going to be a lot of them all the way to Tehachapi and beyond. It's a norm around here. So I guess I'll enjoy the shade while I can. And also the end of the Sierra Nevada. Yeah, actually, this part right here still is Sierra Nevada. That's a whole other thing. I think I'll talk about that at the end of the day, okay? In the meantime, I got a lot of hiking to do, and we got to beat the heat, and I got to be wary of my injuries and so forth. So anyways, we're going to keep on going. See you on the other side. Lodging acquired for the evening in a flat spot just above Golden Oak Spring. It's a flat area, but there's a refuse of a truck nearby. However, we do have some good sitting spots and places to lean a pack against, so it's actually the best tent site. But woo, what a day to get here. And I was wrong. It was not 18.7 or 18.8 miles to get here. It was 20. the extra 1.3, guess where that came from? That's a relocation. In fact, the old maps in the data book, maps being the Nat Geo and the, show the trail going by an area where there currently is wind farm development. And so they relocated, quite an extensive relocation, adding 1.3 miles. So believe it or not, now both the Far Out and the PCT 2020 data guidebook mileage for this spot are exactly the same. So that discrepancy I was talking about a while ago, we figured it out. It happened here, unfortunately, on a very long carry day to push this up to a 20-mile day. So, blah. But that's what happens when you had wind farm development, I suppose. Anyways, pretty interesting day. Got a good early start. Still, the bugs got to me, and as you can tell, they're doing it now too. But you get in the middle of the dry stretch and you don't see any. And so they just are closer to where there's water and the temperatures are just right. So I guess I can't blame them for wanting to bite me. But yeah, it was an interesting day. I got to see a different version of the mountain mahogany. This time was the birch leaf. And compared to the cur leaf, which I'd seen a couple weeks ago, that kind of got me excited. Their feathers actually go into a spiral. So a little different than the squiggly ones from the cur leaf. Another interesting thing that goes a long way. But yeah, we figured out where that 1.3 miles went, or 1.1, I know, something like that. But we got it today, unfortunately. So that will be adjusted in the mileages in my calculations that show up at the end of the video. So yes, an extra 1.3 miles I didn't account for originally are now in the PCT red line. Eventually the Nat Geo maps and the Gaia maps will catch up, but they take a while, whereas Far Out usually is pretty accurate. So I know where those miles are now. Anyways, what a hot day, but it was great to get here. I'm just gonna relax. We have one more day to get to town, 16 miles from roughly here, and to the road. And if I start early like I did today, I should be able to beat the heat. So hopefully you'll have me along. And tomorrow we'll cover where the Sierra Nevada is. That's a topic I need to talk about before I finish this section, okay? So we'll see you around. Thanks. Happy trails.